Hey everybody, it's Dr. Robert Potoff with the King James Bible Institute. That's me over here on the right. I've wanted to make this video to answer some questions that we've had recently about some changes on the site. So let's take a look at it. First off, we're here at the landing page, kingjamesbibleinstitute.com or kjbi.org will get you here. Now, once you're here, if you're registering for the first time, you're going to click to register. If you've already registered and you want to go to the home page, you can click here on the King James Bible Institute homepage, or you can click Get Started up here at the top corner. Once you click Get Started, you'll go to the secondary page where you can click to register here. You can click to view your grades here. You can report an issue here. As you can see, we've crossed the threshold of over 2,000 students. We're at 2,153 students. We're I think one student away, maybe one away from saving people up to $14 million total on Bible college. So that's awesome, and we owe it all to you guys. We were not expecting this, and because we weren't expecting this, this is why I'm making this video, because I cannot possibly respond to all the emails. All right, so if you've registered, which most of you have at this point, we can see by the number up here, I'm sure you want to view your grades. So if you click view your grades, now this is what I've been getting from a lot of people. Many people have been saying, oh, well, I've been going in here and I've registered and I don't have it won't let me log in to see my grades. So you're typing an email and a password. Well, guess what? When you registered for the program, we never asked you to create a password or anything like that. So you've not actually done this part yet if you're getting the account not found message. In order for your account to be pulled up, you have to actually go in and click create an account. And when that pops up, it'll tell you to register here. You'll do a name and an email, and you'll register that way. Once you've done the name and email section, you'll be able to log in up here with your email and your password. You will not be able to log in before then. Now, that being said, if you have not done this, I can still access your grades because you have an account. You just don't realize you have one yet. You haven't created your password and things like that, but there's two different ways that your grades can be accessed. I can access them on the back end for anything that's registered to your email. Now, when you log in here, there is a probability that all of your grades won't show up. For some reason, it's a little glitchy. We really have no idea why it's a little glitchy. Sometimes your grades will show up incorrectly one time and then correctly later, so you may need to check it multiple different times. And what's happening is sometimes the grades are refreshing at different intervals, and it's causing some classes to look like you haven't had any classes there yet, but I can see them on my end when I check for them. So there's nothing to worry about there. Now, that being said, I'm getting a lot of emails where folks want me to check their grades for them. I am not going to be doing that until you've completed the program. It is way too time consuming on me, and I want to make sure that I'm being a good steward of my time and not being bogged down with a bunch of requests for grades. You can check it yourself here. If it doesn't show the information you were expecting, check it again later, and then go back and double check that if you're still not seeing what you think you should be seeing, then send me an email and I'll take a look at it and see what it should be showing you. All right, let's see here. So we're back here. All right, now we've definitely got some things going on here for you guys to check out. First off, I want you to see the bookstore up here at the top, where you can see a bunch of different books that we do have available for you. And I want to mention this because we're in the process of adding an additional program to the school that will be a book course program. So many of the books that you see here will be used as textbooks. So if anybody has been purchasing any of the books, they may be of value to you later on there. All right, we also have our merch store here for you guys that would like to get some merch to show your school spirit. We've got the vanity plates here, which, vanity is not a good thing, but when it's a plate representing the school, I guess that's okay. And then my favorite, I've been wearing this shirt around, gets a lot of questions. Have you trusted the blood? People come up, what do you mean? And I get to give them the gospel. So it's great. These were just for fun, as was the Heretic shirt. But the Heretic shirt gets people to have a conversation with you. Gospel Mania. This is a good play. We're supposed to have an interview with Hulk Hogan before he passed, but we didn't get to, and we're going to call the podcast Gospel Mania. These were the shirts that were made for that, so they're pretty neat. But if you need pins, neckties, my personal favorite here, excuse me, I had a phone call there, but my personal favorite here is the Bible cover. I use this thing all the time. People ask me about it. Let me see if it shows you the back of it here. Does it show the back? Come on, show me the back. It doesn't have the back on here. How about that? Well, the back of this has a bunch of verses that you can use for giving the gospel here. We do have these great polo shirts. These are true to size, so that's great. Coffee cups, things of that nature. So you can go through here and you can check it out. This is very important, guys. We have a lot of students now. We're one of the fastest growing Bible colleges in the world, and we didn't realize just what all it was going to take to keep it going once it got to the size that it is. So, guys, if you feel led, please donate to the cause that we have going on here. Every bit goes into making the college better and better for us. But please check that out. Also, Brother Breaker and I, we're in the process of acquiring a tent to preach under, so please consider donating that as well. All right, now here's your class access. Once you click this button at the top, this is a quick way to get to whatever class you're taking for the certificate programs, the associate and the bachelor programs. All you have to do is go in, click on the class that you're taking, and it pops up. Now, you'll notice some of the classes pop up and it looks like there's one video. Well, there's not one video here. If you look up here, this little logo, this is a playlist. If you click that button, it opens up the playlist for us. So we can see that there's actually 10 videos there, and then you can watch them in order and you can take your quizzes. Let's go back to class access just to show you again on a different class here. We're going to check out right division. Here we go. We see it's a playlist, and you have all of your buttons there. But if you click on the playlist, now, if you're on your cell phone, you may not be able to see this, but it is here. So then we have the programs, of course. You can click on, you can learn about the different programs. We're about to add at least one more certificate program that I mentioned earlier, the book course. And the reason we're adding this is there's some folks that have been asking about courses that they could take without using the internet. So we're going to be adding those to accommodate for situations like that. So we've got the certificate courses where you can check out all your classes here. You can get this at Class Access, but if you're looking, this is here as just an alternate way for folks to be able to get into the courses here, and you can see the Class Access here or the different programs. Now, this is the program completion form. This is very important. Once you've completed the program, you'll click on this and you'll fill out the form here. You need to give me your email. You need to give me how you want your name on your certificate, and we are not putting any titles. We're not going to be using Dr., Reverend, Mr., Ms., Miss. We're not using those, so please don't put them there because they're not going on your certificate. And then which program did you complete? I can tell which program you completed, but it takes me an extra step. So I put this in here. You have to tell me which program that you've completed. We've made it where it's not optional. Now, this is where the month and year you completed the program. When you complete the program, it's gonna I just need to know what the month was for the associate program, really. But the program will be based off the day that you submit and make the payment for the $25 fee for the certificate for the individual degree. Now, there have been some folks who have completed one section of classes and have gone on and sent in their $25 fee. Keep in mind, we're not asking for $25 for each class. The $25 is what it costs to get that certificate printed and mailed to you. So every class inside of the certificate program is included in that $25 fee. Every class in the associated program is included in that $25 fee, and every class in the bachelor program is included in that fee. So it's not $25 per class. We're not out to get your money. We have the one-time fee for the certificate. It covers the cost of the material, the printing, and the shipping. Some of the certificates are upwards of around $20 to send, depending on where they go, especially if they're going overseas. So what little money comes back into it just goes back into the operating cost. We're not trying to get rich $25 at the time at the sporadic rate that they come in. So I understand that $25 is still a lot, but when you've gotten a world-class Bible education and all you had to pay was for the certificate to prove that you did it, hey, I think that's a deal. But guess what? You don't need a certificate to prove that you did it. You can always access your grades if you need to, but if you want something to hang on the wall to show that you completed the program, then this is the program completion form that you would need to complete in order to do that. All right, let's see here. We also have the student Facebook group. Let's see. Here we go. Here you can see it here. This is the official King James Bible Institute student group. Oh, look at there. We've got the my new book, Killing Calvinism. This is great here. It became a #1 new release in Calvinist Christianity, which we fully reject. So in the category that we reject, we're the #1 release. So that's interesting there. And you can see we've got some folks that are posting their certificates as they're getting them there. So I encourage you to go join the group and ask questions. Now, this group is not where you come in if you have an issue. There's a form you can fill out if you have an issue. If you have a question you want to ask other students, this is a great place to do that. When we see things in here, we will try to respond to them as we're able to. All right, so that's the Facebook group, the About Us. I think you can just explore the rest of it on your own there. But we're back here, and in the time it took to make this video, we have crossed the threshold. We've added, it looks like 2 new students. We're over the $14 million mark. Praise the Lord that we've saved students that much money, and we just pray that you guys will keep telling folks about it. And we'd love to hear some feedback from you. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope it answers the questions that you've had about the student grade portal especially. All right, y'all be good, be blessed. If we don't see you here, we'll see you in the air. Y'all have a blessed day.